Guess who's back? Back again. Mikey's back.
Tell a friend.
Hey everybody, here with another video for guys today. And today we're going to be doing our June tour of our Lego room. But before I go any further, let me just say, if you like this video and any videos on the channel, please
like, comment, and subscribe.
And let's do our June tour of our Lego display after the intro coming in
now.
Here we are down in the Lego room for our June tour. I like to do these tours once a month, just to kind of go over everything, see any kind of changes, for my existing viewers and for the new viewers of the channel. Maybe they can come along for the ride if they see something that they like here in the tour. And this time we're going to start differently. We're going to start down in the Lord of the Rings section. I usually start down in the city, but, I figured, we'll mix things up today, feel a little different in June, feeling a little squirrely. And this is my Middle-earth section. You saw the Lake Town, City of Dale. There's our Mordor there with the Tower of Orthanc. We put Smog on top of it. And then here is Rivendell, of course, the big 2023 set. And I have lots of different minifigures on it, not just the ones that came with it. We can get a look at all of them in different poses, doing different things and everything. Fantastic set, can't recommend Rivendell enough. And there's a look at Bilbo, old Bilbo in his room over there, kind of peeking through. And then here is the Council of Elrond. I have pretty much everybody that's supposed to be there, at least for the most part, that have been made in official minifigures. Looks like Glowing fell over. No worries there. And there's Galadriel down by the water. And there's Aragorn and talking to Arwen. And here is our Shire Mock. This is a big production the missus did. And there is Rosie Cotton. That we made a custom Rosie Cotton just to put in there. And there is the pantry to it. And yeah, fantastic mock that the missus has been working on. It's not 100% done yet, or else I would have done a full video on it. So maybe we'll get it done this summer at some point. But here's the path. One of the big changes since the May video. Done some work there, making it look more seamless and everything, really, fancying it up, make it look more, Middle-earthian, if you will. There's a look at Rivendell next to it, and there's Weathertop out in front, and our Roscabel rabbits, Radagast with his Roscabel rabbits, a mock that we found on Facebook and copied. And here is our Orthanc and our Mordor. I have some more stuff I want to fill in. This is very much a work in progress yet here in our Middle-earth. I want to put a path down here connecting everything. Lots of paths I want to add, but, time gets away from us all, and, this is what I've got done so far. And Smog approves. Smog tested, Smog approved. And again, there's a look at Dale, and here's a look at my orc army, and I have all 7 ring wraiths and the Witch King riding the Fell Beast, and yeah, collecting orcs from different themes and everything just to help fill out my Mordor army. And there's a look at my 4 hobbits. Those are the original 4 hobbits from back in the day on my Weathertop. They're hanging out over there, and there's Dale and Lake Town, and I just have a little bit of an army going on there. And there's Treebeard, And there's Shelob and another spider. And these parts here, this is all very much under construction here, so just wanted to show you guys this is where we still got work to do. There's our Erebor mock. This is still very much a work in progress, or I would have done a full video on this as well. And there is our Helm's Deep. This is pretty much done. I made some changes by finishing this little path here. That's kind of a newer addition and everything, but I'll be doing some more stuff with that. We have a full video on that. You can look on the channel if you want to see more on our Helm's Deep. Let's take a look at Erebor here a little bit. And here's all the dwarves that we have hanging out here in our Erebor. And of course is the official Lonely Mountain set on the inside of it. And we're just kind of building a mountain on the outside. And there's the little secret entrance to get into it from the side. And eventually I'm going to connect the two, Helm's Deep and Erebor a bit. But again, you know, lots more work to do down here in our Middle Earth. But, you know, it's coming together, and I think it's looking pretty good. I'm in love with it. I've always wanted a Middle Earth like this, so yeah. And now let's move on to our Lego Pirates. Yar! And this has been the theme that I have been collecting and interested in the longest since I've gotten back into Lego. And my official count was we're up to 18 Lego pirate ships. I did a short on these where I counted them all out just recently, so you can check the channel for that. Lots of different ships, mocks like my Flying Dutchman, you know, official sets. We have 4 ships from Pirates of the Caribbean: Black Pearl, Flying Dutchman, Silent Mary, and Queen Anne's Revenge. Imperial flagship, my Saint Mary mock, and both the Brick Bounty and Brickbeard's Bounty. And then here's a look at my forts. Got, you know, the vintage sets, all the vintage race plate sets, the Imperial Trading Post, Rock Island Refuge, El Dorado Fortress. Here's my Lagoon Lockup mock we did many moons ago. I'm pretty happy with it. Gave it a recent little facelift of late. And here's El Dorado Fortress. We're supposed to be getting a new one here pretty soon, so hopefully that comes to fruition. And then here is our Barracuda Bay mock, which is basically we took the Barracuda Bay ship out and we put the Creator 3-in-1 ship in its place instead. And here's a look at Rock Island Refuge, classic vintage set. And then have some more pirate forts and stuff, and little island mock there next to it. And haven't made a ton of changes to pirates since the last video. But you know, it's the monthly room tour, so you got to go through everything, and you know, and I know a lot of people love the pirate ships and everything, so you know, this is what everything's looking like as of now. There's my Saint Mary mock and Imperial flagship, and you know, some of these are my son's ships. You know, that's the ones that are more in disrepair are his. And there's a look at all the pirate forts and islands and stuff from this vantage point. And now we're moving on to Harry Potter Wizarding World, and this is the Mrs. Beautiful Fantastic mock Hogwarts Castle that she's been working on. Still very much a work in progress. She has more sets to add to it. And here, Hogwarts Express is motorized. I don't have it going in this video, but it is motorized. We're going to be getting the new set and adding some more train cars in, so I'm looking forward to that. And here's more look at our Hogwarts Castle. Absolutely epic castle that she's building here. Just fantastic. In all honesty, I would say it is the biggest castle in our entire collection, which is saying something. And moving on over here is her Quidditch Arena mock that she did a few years ago now. Fantastic mock. And her Weasley's house, which they got a new one of these coming out, a direct-to-consumer one. But I don't think we're going to be getting it because she doubled up the original one and basically made it what Lego is releasing. And so don't really need the new one, but nevertheless, Lego's releasing it. And here's our Diagon Alley. She is very much looking forward to getting the Gringotts, adding that in to our Wizarding World. And here what it looked like from this vantage point. Looks great. This has been one of the newer additions to our Lego layout, has been this Harry Potter section. And I'm excited to see it grow and change. And there is our Ministry of Magic MOC. It's a rebrickable MOC. And here's, look at some of the minifigures that she has. These aren't all of her Harry Potter minifigures, but, you know, still, like I said, this is all very much a work in progress. There's another base plate full of minifigures over there, and some of them just kind of hanging out and everything. This is all, and all more work to be done. Eventually, we'll get around to it, but, you know, just kind of showing how everything is going as of now. And a look at the inside of the castle a little bit. Again, this castle is the biggest castle in our entire Lego collection, and that's pretty impressive given the amount of castles you're going to see here in this video. So, hooray for her Hogwarts castle. And now let's move on to our actual Lego castle theme, where we'll see lots of Lego castles. And this is our Camelot Village, our medieval village that we created. It hasn't changed a whole lot since the last video. I have some more plans and ideas and things I want to add in and stuff. Just haven't gotten around to it quite yet. And here's a look at our little farm, you know, with all the different farm animals and everything all hanging out. Love having a nice farm. And our medieval blacksmith shop, and here's the main road. And that's what I want to do, is add some more roads going to the left and right through town. And there is our Camelot Castle. It's probably the second biggest castle in our Lego display. It's kind of my baby. And here's our medieval market village, and, you know, all of the different shops and buildings and everything. And then over here, this is our Sherwood Forest, where our forestmen like to hang out and everything. A lot of vintage forestmen sets here. Big fan of the forestmen. They are my favorite sub-theme. And here's our newest addition, or one of our newest additions, our medieval church MOC that the missus did. You know, so she did a great job there. And here's a look at the Camelot Village from this vantage point. And again, I'm going to add some more roads and stuff in the near future. Just haven't gotten around to it quite yet. And then here's a look at our Castle Row, as I call it, all the different castles that we have in our collection. Here's the back sides of them all. We'll go over and check out the front of them now, and start in with our 2013 Blue Lion Knights Castle. I kind of supersized it, and you can see the Blue Lion Knights are at war with the Red Dragons. My son set this up quite a while ago, had a little fight going on, and I've just kind of left it that way. And we'll take a look inside the castle a bit. And again, this is the 2013 set that I added a bunch of gatehouse raids to it and stuff and made it bigger, more grand. It's as big as a full 48 by 48 gray base plate. And now we're moving on to the Red Dragons. This is my evil faction, and their main castle is Black Monarch's castle in the back. And then there's the 2013 sets, because these minifigures came out in the 2013 wave as well. But I gave them Black Monarch's castle because, you know, it was a good fitting castle, evil looking castle for them. And, you know, I added some more stuff in and everything. And yeah, my Red Dragons are looking pretty fierce. Next up is the Green Dragon faction, and they are kind of a neutral faction, and their castle is a rebrickable MOC of 2 Creator 3-in-1 castle sets. You can find this set on Rebrickable and build it yourself if you would like, and I do recommend it. It's a nice set, a nice version of getting 2 of these sets. I think it looks good like this. And my Green Dragons appear to be in the middle of a battle with the Black Falcons. Again, my son set up these minifigures out here doing a battle. And here is Black Knight's castle, and this is for my Black Falcons faction, and they are another neutral faction, if you will. They're not good or evil, just kind of in the middle. But they have a pretty ever-growing army, and so I needed to add another fortress for them, and we added Black Falcon's Fortress for them, another new addition to my layout. And you can see I don't have it fully put in there. I did at one point, but I took it out to show you guys on the brick chat, so I gotta get this put back in fully. And you can see that's the lady of Black Falcon's Fortress. And a look at Black Knight's castle and everything. So my Black Falcons have 2 castles because, you know, they're one of the bigger armies that I have going on, because, you know, Lego's been making a lot of Black Falcons lately, and so it's been pretty easy to get your hands on them. And now we're moving over to the other side of Camelot Castle, and this is the little stronghold on this side, you know, to give the, I guess, the western, you know, defenses. And there is the lady of this castle, and these are all part of my Red Lion Knights. And there is the lions, you know, because they have to have their own, you know, animal. Every faction has an animal and is represented by such. And there is King Arthur and Queen Guinevere. They are king and queen of the Red Lion Knights, and this is inside of their castle. And this is, of course, the Lion Knights castle that was released last year. And there's the Wizard Merlin, because again, this is Camelot, and this is the main keep of our Camelot Castle, is the official Lion Knights castle. And I put a bunch of stuff all around it, gave it a full wall perimeter and everything to really, you know, help make it, you know, stand out. These 2 things don't go there, they're just laying there. But here is a look at the full castle and all the different walls and everything, and how I've integrated everything together. And a look at Camelot Village from this vantage point and everything. But yeah, castle theme is one of my favorite Lego themes. Honestly, it's, you know, it gives pirates a run for its money. There's something about it that I've always enjoyed. And there's the church mock again. Mrs. did a great job there. And we have a little jousting area over here. And so now we're going to move on to My Gen City, our Lego city. And here is our Crystal Lake campground section. And you can see some people out here on motorcycles or out on the water doing some boating. Our ducks are in a row, if you will. People are having a campfire. But they need to watch out because Jason Voorhees is stalking Crystal Lake. And then here is our Ashes cabin from Evil Dead, and our house from A Nightmare on Elm Street, Monster Fighter's house, McAllister house, our Disney castle. And this is just everything, you know, as we move on through into My Gen City. And here's our, you know, little shop and everything. And there's the front of the McAllister house, and Monster Fighter's house, Freddy's house, which is a custom mock, the Evil Dead cabin, another custom mock. We haven't quite finished that one, maybe we will one of these days. The little farm sets we turned into like the Texas Chainsaw Massacre area, so, you know, on the gas station. And here's our prison, which is the Arkham Asylum. Gotta have a prison when you got so many evil Lego minifigures running around. And you gotta have good people to fight them. And you see we have a full crew of Spider-Man there. And there's the Up House. That's one of the newer additions. And there he is in his little house. But yeah, whole big crew of Spider-Man. So, you know, the Spider-Verse is in full force. And here's the look at all of these modular buildings and everything. And this whole city block from this vantage point. And then here is our Minecraft Central Park. all the different Minecraft sets that we have going on here, because our son likes the Minecraft theme, so you know, we've been collecting it a bit, and so we turned it into a Minecraft Central Park. And you know, I'm not a huge Minecraft fan myself, but you know, it's a nice like little park area for the center of our city. I don't mind it. And here is a look from this vantage point. All the different Minecraft stuffs, really try to make them flow together. You know, the green into the nether and into, you know, the sand area, so on and so forth. Really tried hard to keep everything like it's supposed to be, you know, as true to form as it is in the game, whatever have you. And then let's take a look at this city block over here on the other side by the Disney Castle, and then this city block, and you see Sanctum Sanctorum, the Ghostbusters Firehouse, and then here's our downtown area with our town hall. This is a real bustling part of my Gen City, very busy here. Here's a look what's going on in the park out in front of the town hall and everything. And there's the mayor up there on the balcony, the Parisian restaurant. And then these guys on the back of the green grocer. And here's another, we have 2 complete sets of the Muppets roaming our city. And here's our train. It does work, I just don't have it on for this video. And there's like our Guardians of the Galaxy. And that comes into our full Avengers Tower mock. We have all of our superheroes. Got a couple Hulks out here out in the front. You know, got the Quickie Mart there for some of our Simpsons characters and everything. But back to the Avengers. All these different Iron Men and everything. And here is look at all these different superheroes we have. Which we have more than just this, but these are just the ones that happen to be in our city at this time. Wolverine being my personal favorite. Tell me down in the comments what your favorite superhero is. I'd be curious to know. And look at the back of these buildings here. And here's a little surfing we got going on this vintage base plate. Thought it looked good as a little surfing area. And here we got a shark going after a turtle, and there's a stingray. That's one of the newer additions, picking up that stingray. And there's a ship from Jurassic Park, and then there's some helicopters on top of our town hall. Let's take a look at the city from over here at this viewpoint. And here's the back of the Parisian restaurant, couple out having a drink out on the terrace, out by the water. And there's the old fishing store. A lot of people are big fans of that set. It's a really nice set. Got some folks over here fishing down by the water. And then here's one of the newer additions I've put in a little skate park. I saw that there's a new Lego City set coming that was kind of doing this, making a little skate ramp thing. And I said, I can kind of make that and put it in my city. And so I did, and so there you go. Got a little skate ramp going on. And over here, these are just little beach houses, little beach huts that I just put Georgie's little guys that he plays with a lot, you know, because our son plays down here a lot, and so every minifigure, it's good to have their own like home base. So when I'm picking up, returning everything back to where they belong, as we look inside the Ghostbuster Firehouse and everything. And then here is me and the missus out on our back patio. I'm playing my guitar. She's having a drink of coffee. And we live in the brownstone house. And there's our neighbors out on their back patio. And moving on over, looking. And now let's take a look inside the Disney Castle. Got some new minifigures added in to the new collectible minifigure line. And the missus loves collecting these Disney minifigures. Minifigures specifically, she's not a huge fan of the mini dolls, but she does have a few mini dolls sprinkled in as well. But she'd rather have minifigures. So move on up. And then here's the Winnie the Pooh set. And now let's finish it off with a look at Jurassic Park. This is our ever-growing area, and at the time of this video, a bunch of new sets just came out that we haven't quite picked up yet, but we will eventually, and we'll be adding them into our Jurassic Park section for sure. There's the Indominus Rex, and there's a Carnotaurus fighting an Ankylosaurus and a Triceratops. And there's some T-Rexes over there, Baryonyx, and this whole section here is eventually going to be where all the big dinosaurs go once we get the new sets and everything integrated. And there's some people up on the tower, and here's a look at our full Jurassic Park area from over here. Very cool. And this middle section here is our raptor pen, but you can see the Giganotosaurus and Therizinosaurus have invaded it as well. I don't know what's going on down here, but these minifigures are hiding from something. Clearly some kind of dinosaur. I had nothing to do with that, guys. It's just what one of the kids did. And then here is our Indiana Jones mock. And down here you got Marion, Indy, and Short Round. Got a video on the channel on this if you want to see more on it. And there's a motorcycle. We're going to eventually build a motorcycle and a sidecar for Indy and his dad. And there's Johnny Thunder's vintage minifigure. And there is the rest of the mock. Well, there it is, folks. There's our June tour. Thanks for watching, everyone, and I'll see you in the next one.
Hey, thanks for watching. And don't forget, we got merch store. If you want to take a little piece of the show with you, you can get it right here. We got everything. You want some Mikey J stuff? We got the Mikey J Productions for you. So take a chance and stop by. We'll take care of you.